issue that we need to sort out, and we know that there were some audio drops and so on. So we wanted to make sure that that's fixed because we want to give you the right information. Again, let me apologize for the break in transmission, but from time to time these things happen and we have to sort them out. Let me say that let me remind you actually that this program is coming to you compliments of innovative dental innovative dental care. I always got to say innovative dental center. Innovative dental care. And innovative dental care is Dr. Pico is at the helm, and he's the main man there who's taking care of all of these things. And everything that we're talking about, whenever we speak about topics, you know, he's able to identify and in some ways help, if not fully fix those issues that we can talk about. He does implants, and there are various types of implants. At Innovative Dental Care, he does different types of cleaning. You can get a checkup. He does dentures. What else do you do there?
Everything related to dentistry.
Everything related to dentistry, braces, you name it. So Innovative Dental Care is located on the railway embankment in Cummings Lodge. Is just off UG Road. If you're going towards Industry or Mahaica, it's 3 buildings on your right-hand side, big gray building, huge sign in front that says Innovative Dental Care, and you can actually use the numbers at the bottom and call the clinic, and you will be able to set up an appointment. As I said, this is not just about your teeth in your mouth can be perfect, yet you have an underlying condition, as we were talking about just now, that can be cancerous or precancerous. And it's a bit scary when you think about it. So again, guys, sorry for the little break in transmission, but we're back up again and we are running. So Dr. Pico, you were talking about the bad habit and smoking being one of those.
So
and I just want to say this to our people out there who are smokers. We are not here to hit you. We're not here to say, to tell you that we're not here to, as I said, to hit you. We're not hitting on you. But we have to deal with the situation, and we have to deal with what are some of the causes. And unfortunately, smoking is one of those causes that can cause these issues that we're discussing tonight. And because of that, we have to talk about it. Like anything else in life, whatever the root cause is of that problem, it has to be spoken about, even if it's a bit taboo or a bit, gonna cause some uneasiness. Spoken about, and the good thing about talking about it and what the causes are and what we may want to term as bad habit is that if you are one of those persons who's a smoker, then you may be well advised through this program and otherwise that it's good to check for those issues and do an examination or go to your dentist and let them do an examination for you. So Dr. Pico, again, I would love for you to continue where we left off just now.
For those viewers that are join us now, today we're talking about precancer disease or lesions that are not cancer but has the potential to become into cancer. And let me just name some of these lesions, which are the leukoplakia, erythroplakia, the erythematous lupus, and the lichen planus. Okay, so we already discussed about those type of lesions.
And also, if you would have missed the first part of the program where he's talking about that, just go back. It was just a few minutes ago. You can go back. It's on Guyanese Critic page both on Facebook and on YouTube. So you can go back and watch it. It's you just go back and catch up on that.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
So we talk about these lesions, and we show pictures about how these lesions are looking like. And now we reach to the important point to find out which are the causes of these precancer conditions. And we stop saying that the first one, of course, is the smoking habit. It's one of the bad habits that are very much extending our population in these days. And the reason why the smoking habit is so bad is because the whole set of chemicals that are related to this smoking habit. There are some chemicals that are causing permanent damage of the our DNA. The DNA is the base of the life. So if you have something that is through all the years that you are practicing this smoking habit, something that is hitting your DNA all the time, at the end of the day, one day, the capacity of your body to fight against these external causes will be one day will be bad cells, which are the cancerous type of cells. So the smoking habit is something that we need to erase from our daily good habits. The next bad habit is the alcohol consumption. And I am so sorry that I put this picture here of the famous Johnny Walker. Because this is
guys, yeah, put a block over the Johnny Walker thing there. We want
because, because this is alcohol. In general, any type of alcohol, the consumption of alcohol, and that doesn't mean that you cannot drink alcohol, but you have to do it with a measure. You cannot overdo it, because once you reach into a point that some enzymes that are in charge to break down the alcohol and so on in our body, once those enzymes are not able to work properly, then this alcohol will become into a type of a chemical that can cause also DNA damage, and that is the starting of the disaster, which is once the DNA of one cell is damaged, can become into a cancerous cell. And when you combine the smoking habit with the alcohol, which is something that mostly everybody that is smoking wants to drink some shots.
Yeah.
That combination is very bad, because you are combining two habits that are related to get cancer later on once you are doing it steady. Once you do that in a daily basis, that we know that some people they cannot abandon this. Drinking and smoking it's not easy for those people to abandon that. Yes, sir.
But hold on. I mean, you know, I just got asked a certain question, because I remember the first time you told me about roti and the issues with roti and causing bad teeth. Me, you nearly fall out for that, because me and roti, I tell you, it was love at first bite. All right, so I still in love with roti. If they get a girl out there and she come and she says she named Roti, Sada Roti, or Parata Roti or something, I married her, you know, right away getting married, because I don't know. She know the name Roti, but she can make a good roti. And now, so you don't hit with roti already, and so the Guyanese, we love with roti. And now you're telling me about the drinking and the smoking. But what if you do it in moderation, man?
Yeah, you can. Moderation is something good in life.
Because you know tomorrow is mash, and you know tomorrow I'm on tomorrow. So, again, as I said, guys, look, these things cause problems or whatever, but we have to understand the limits and moderation and all of that. But again, as I'm saying, if you're gonna talk about the root cause of problems, then we have to talk about it as it might be uneasy, it might not be, you know, it might be a little insensitive in some ways, but it is what it is, and we have to deal with it. So, but man, you know, you kind of.
I know that it's not something easy to.
You know,
to
yeah.
Think about being this tomorrow, this type of party holiday.
But you know, as I said, as difficult as it is, we have to face the problems head on, and say, well, you know, if this is what it is, then we got to deal with it.
It's just that as you say, you can drink alcohol with moderation and smoke maybe with moderation. It's much better for you not to do it.
Yes,
At,
yes,
le-
yes.
at least the smoking habit,
Mm.
because the smoking habit is something that can damage you as the person that is smoking, but also the environment, the person that are surrounding you. Okay, and with the alcohol is something that is damaging you, particularly because it's you and just you. Of course, people that are doing this, drinking alcohol with moderation, is something that is not really uh, causing a lot of damage. But those people that are having a permanent mastermind in their life, that is those are the type of people that they have to take care of. Okay.
So, good night to Sharon. Sharon is saying, good night. I was one of his patients, and I would recommend him. And good night to Shahrukh, my man. Good night to you.
So, the second cause of this type of precancer lesions are the chronic oral trauma. How can we understand the chronic oral trauma? Like, for example, those people that are wearing all dentures. As we know, or maybe people don't know this, but dentures are not permanent type of treatment. If you are wearing a denture, which is a removable type of treatment, you have to change those dentures at least one time every 5 years. Okay, because the denture is something that is not changing, but however our mouth is changing. The shape of our mouth is changing while the bone loss is happening after a while that we lost our teeth. So in point in time, this denture will become slack because the mouth is changing, but however the denture is not changing itself to fix into the mouth. So that reason why every 5 years we need to change our dentures. But I know, or we know about people, or maybe our old age people in our house or environment, that they are wearing dentures for 20 years. They are wearing dentures for more than 5 years, and this type of slack dentures, while they are eating and doing any type of function related to the mouth, this type of slack denture hitting the mucosa all the time will be the cause of chronic traumatic inflammation. And in that chronic traumatic inflammation, there are some type of chemicals that the cells are releasing that can later on activate some type of mechanism that will damage the DNA. And as I say before, a damage on the DNA is a cells that will become into a cancerous cells later on.
Okay.
And also, not only dentures, we have to understand the chronic trauma also, like for example, a biting habit. So there are some people that have the habit to eat or chew the
sides, yeah, the
cheek,
side
the
of the
side,
chicken.
the cheek. That type of habit, you have to treat that habit. Also, if you're going to a dentist and the dentist is putting on a filling, a cap, a crown, which is not properly set, and is in any way twist. I know that in Creole you call that cock-up.
Yeah, crooked or
twist.
you know, when you say cock up, you mean, yeah, like if you the cock up on one side, yeah,
Cock up
yeah.
on one side.
Yeah. You're learning a lot, man.
Yeah, man, yeah. I know my Creole. So, once you have that type of restoration that is mashing your own cheek, your own flesh in the mouth, that chronic inflammation can later on, after not it's not a problem of a week or a month, years can have to pass. Once the body is under that chronic inflammation for a long period of time, those cells involved can become into cancer. Also, the bad oral hygiene, our previous show was about the periodontitis and the gingivitis and the causes of all that things. Once you have a chronic inflammation related to bad oral hygiene, in a point in time, those cells that are all the time under this type of heavy conditions will turn to get some kind of DNA damage, and then will become into cancerous cells. Okay, so and these causes that we are talking about here will become later on into you will not develop cancer just like that. First of all, after all these causes are hitting our cells, you will develop this precancerous disease or oral lesions that later on will become into cancer. That's the reason why we are talking about all these important topics tonight. So the next, and this is very important, is the human papillovirus, which is something that is
Very common, yeah?
very common. It's a virus infection of a DNA type of virus that is very related to the developing cancer on the epithelial cells. Mostly cancer in the vagina and the penis, the anal area, but also in the mouth, because all these organs are related embryologically. So when the embryo is growing, the cells are the same type of cells. From the mouth, the vagina, and the penis and anal area are the same type of cells. So the reason why this virus is attacking those areas. So this type of virus is very common. There are hundreds of this type of virus, but particularly there are 4 types that are causing that are related to cancer. These types are the 11, the 14, the 18, and the 16 type. So fortunately, I was researching to do this program. Fortunately, Guyana is you can get the vaccinated against
Yes.
this type of virus. That at the beginning was just the girls less than 11 years old. Then the Minister of Health in 2020 extend that to the boys, same age, and also to the women's over 40 years old. Just by getting the vaccination against this virus, you are preventing the developing of cancer related to this type of disease. About the treatment, let's go to speak about the treatment of something that, as I say, once we detect that this type of condition lesions are there, the first thing is to do a biopsy. Biopsy is a type of study that by taking a sample of the tissue, and a small sample of the tissue, we will study the sample, and we will determine if there is some type of histopathological changes in the sample. That the main thing is the appearance of dysplasia in this type of sample, and then that will confirm the lesion that we want to remove. Once the lesion is identified, we will proceed to do the surgical remotion by normal surgery or cryosurgery, laser fulguration, and also we can apply some other type of treatment like medications, corticosteroids, and so mostly for the immunitary type of disease, which is the lichen planus and the lupus. Okay, because the cause of that is immunitary. Also, we can speak with the patient and say to the patient, okay, if the lesion is not so big, let's go to see if by removing the habit, if you can stop smoking, don't drink alcohol for a period of time. Since the cause is not there, then the lesion will disappear if the lesion is not so advanced. If you have any denture that is slack, if you have some teeth that are in bad position, that are suffering periodontitis, if you remove all that causes, the lesion will disappear, because we need to remember these type of lesions are not cancer. Okay, so once you make those causes to disappear, then the lesion will disappear also if the lesion is not so advanced. If after the treating the cause the lesion remains, we do a biopsy. The biopsy will show, of course, that is this type of precancer lesion, and then we will proceed into doing the surgical remotion or the treatment with medication. Okay?
Well, yeah, this is, I'm loving this because it shows what the cause is, what causes this, what it looks like, and obviously there is treatment. So if you detect this early, then it can be fixed.
Exactly. And the treatment, of course, also part of the treatment is the how to, we need to self-check ourselves. I mean, I don't know that is
No, yeah,
it's too much.
self-examination doesn't have to be.
Because I want to emphasize that
Yeah.
when I say self-check ourselves, is we need to go into the mirror, spend time, again, pulling our lips, pulling the tongue, checking the tongue, pressing the tongue, squeezing the tongue on the lips, squeezing the cheek to find out any bump,
Yeah.
anything in there. Checking the pink appearance in our mouth. Everything has to be pink. Nothing can be white or extremely white or anything. Nothing can be like a bumpy area in the mouth or anything bleeding in the mouth. You have, once you see something that is not that is wrong for you, you have to seek for attention. Okay, and of course we need to speak about prevention. How to prevent this is, of course, practicing good habits, like, for example, stop smoking, making our environment smoke free, consuming alcohol responsible in a responsible way, doing it. Also, as I say, checking ourselves, the self screening for oral cancer at home, going visiting the dentist at least twice a year. Okay, it's a good option, not only for our cleaning and so, but for a full mouth examination to find out if something is changing, any type of changes in our oral condition. Human papillovirus is one of the causes of cancer in the mouth. Get vaccinated against the human papillovirus is another measurement of prevention. Okay, because by getting vaccinated, we will not be developing any disease related to human papillovirus. And as I say, Guyana is a country that is joining this type of vaccination program for young people, but also people on the risk.
Indeed.
Okay, so if you are in that range of age, if you have kids at home that are over 11 years old, you can go and get them vaccinated against the human papillovirus. Can be female or male also. It's not only female. Female was at the beginning, but now is both sexes, female and male, over 11 years old, and also women over 40 years old.
So what, Mike, a quick question, because we're really running into program time tonight. Before I ask the question, I want to say good night to Rocky Rameshwar, not a school friend of mine, from way back in Wakefield. We were just kids growing up. He lives in New York now, and Bibi Prasad is saying good night. I don't know if it's the right question for me to ask you, but since you're raising this about vaccination for HPV, which is human papillomavirus, you said after 11, but up to what age? Can I mean, can I go get that at this age?
But it's a problem that is not. I don't about that in Guyana. I don't know if
It's geared for
this age.
young people,
But
for children.
Mostly it's for children
Yeah.
and women over 40.
Oh, okay.
So far, I don't. Maybe,
I will find out. I'll find out.
Maybe we can find out.
I will find out in the next program. We will do an update on that.
This is extremely important.
Yeah.
Because the
HPV is very, very common. It is so common it goes. A lot of times people don't realize that you might have little warts growing in your genital areas and so on. That's a sign of the HPV, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. But because it's so common.
So the reason why, sorry to interrupt you, the government is offering this type of vaccination in an early age. So when these children become into adolescence
And they're exposed
into the sexual activities, there is no risk to catch this type of viruses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it for the presentation tonight. Wow.
So
Well, it was amazing, understanding cancer and precancerous lesions in the mouth. And of course, there's treatment and there's prevention and understanding bad habits and so on. That was really good. We're gonna do this again, and we're gonna do some updates on when we find out about things.
This is so important. So important for people to know to know this information, to save and safeguard their life.
So tonight we want to close off again by saying what we said when we started. Tomorrow is Matrimony Day. Guyanese are gonna go out there, enjoy themselves, have fun, be responsible. If you're driving, guys, try to be, keep it light on the drinks. You're putting your lives at risk. You're putting the lives of other people at risk. And if you're gonna go out there to have fun, have some responsible fun, have clean fun. Be good citizens. And as I said at the beginning of this program, I love Matrimony. It's one of my all-time favorite holidays. Here, I got pictured me when I got blue hair, green hair. I used to, seriously, I'll show you the picture. I had one time I dyed my hair blue for Matrimony because I was wearing a blue shirt and a blue jeans and a blue shoes, and I had blue hair. You'd believe I was a GT&T mascot, or some company that is blue is the color, right? Another time I had green hair. So that's how much I love this. How much I love this holiday. But guys, it's MASH tomorrow. Go there, have fun, clean fun. This is who we are. We're Guyanese. Dr. Pico has been here since 2015. Imagine he wearing a Guyana flag and me wearing one. He's more Guyanese than me. He's using terms like local Creole terms and so on now. So it's fun, and I'm happy to know that you're here. We're covering MASH live tomorrow from TBN, right here from TBN Studios. If you want to join us, you can pop around. We're not allowed to have alcohol tomorrow because we'll be working, so we won't be breaking your rules. But yes, it's fantastic to have you here, Dr. Pico, and we're going to be doing this again. Guys, be sure to check the numbers at the bottom of the screen for Innovative Dental Care. Send him a message or call, and we're going to be doing this again next Wednesday. So see you. Dr. Pico, anything you want to say before we go?
Just, I want to support your words about having a clean fun tomorrow.
Clean fun tomorrow. Yeah, and
enjoy the holiday in following the motto of our nation.
Yes, one people, one nation, one destiny.
Exactly.
As a matter of fact, from now on, we're going to be saying, we're going to be reiterating the fact that we want everybody to be one Guyana. The government is saying one Guyana, but we're saying one Guyana. When we say one Guyana, just the way you're going to be doing it tomorrow, that's the way we want it to be every single day of your life. We don't mean drinking and sporting every day in Bacchanal, but at least show the oneness that we're going to be showing tomorrow and we're going to be seeing tomorrow out there. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. This is Innovative Dentistry, and we are right here coming to you live from Queenstown. We're gonna be doing this next Wednesday again, and as I always say, drive safely, man. We got too many deaths via accidents. Please take your time on the roadway. Watch out for those who are not watching out for you. And as I always say, ciao for now.